Fun fact, hot water is actually a self-purifying immunity system. Meaning that probably your body, which is 90% water, also functions the same way if you want to establish your immunity system. This is important for the specific topic that I'm going to introduce to you guys to, because it's very important to learn how to be independent. This is what authority benefits the most from. They introduce you the ability to give authority your job. They can do it for you. Authority loves taking responsibility away from others. Authority likes to be nice and evaluate you. You know, you had a teacher. They told you whether they like your work or not. And we sort of have an entire society built around of appreciation to authority. So letting authority evaluate your stuff. It's nonsense. Yes, finding mistakes and sort of highlighting them, maybe that's a good job. But the rest of what China is doing is literally creating a giant school system where everyone is getting this social score, but this social score is more like how much government likes you score. And what capitalism established as a money system, which sort of worked, and when capitalism tried to create this socialism, okay, this is getting complicated, isn't it? Well, Russia tried to establish socialism, and Russia is not a socialist country whatsoever. They're capitalist, and they made the most capitalistic move ever, and it was turned into a meme, and it was turned into a definition of socialism, and it's like, fuck you guys, okay? You think socialism is distributing money through force? That was the most capitalistic move ever. Russia invested into poor people so they could spend more money. That's it. That's what they invented. And Americans took that idea because they are, in fact, socialist. Americans are the most fucking socialist shit ever. And they're dependent on China like babies. Because China is the authority. And yet China also gets a stupid identity of communism. They're not communist. Not at all. Communism, first of all, is comprised out of either common or community-ism. Just like socialism is either socialism or societyism. And yeah, it's right in your face, and people think it's like communistic. Really? Chinese even have this red flag that also corresponds with red pills that everyone eats and tries to become independent. And Chinese are not independent. Okay, Chinese depend on that social score so much. Chinese have an authority that tells them how much they like them as people. It's crazy, and they allow this to happen. They allow this mass surveillance to care about people. It's like, stop caring about me. Stop looking at me. There's nothing to see, right? That's the problem. And when watch Mouthy Buddha's presentation, this is what triggers sort of this video, but not necessarily, because I would need to watch a lot of Chinese documentary about China, right? Because there's a lot of shit that's going on. I want to get even more details about this, because this is specifically the source of the problem right now. And it really shows the cancer that is authority. And that we really should look into China and see how it's going to fall apart. It's going to happen anytime. It might even be a bigger thing than economic collapse, because when China falls apart, everything is made of in China, right? So almost everything falls apart. And it's like, how do we survive this? It's going to be quite a big challenge. And at the same time, we're going to just try and pour a lot of money and effort into reviving China or something. I don't even know what's going to happen, man. There's so much speculation that can be done around this. And just looking into this, it's pretty. And this is nothing political, guys. Just because we elected Donald Trump, who also hates China, doesn't mean that we didn't elected a clown that puts us in a political debate, which I already exposed, and degenerates both sides, because nobody really actually elected Donald Trump. It was a 50-50 split of the country, and the election is just a facade, really. And it's sort of almost like a lucky moment for someone like this to be elected in the first place. Because again, that's a very interesting thing. He also hates China. He also understands how business works. He's a sort of like a Jake Paul narcissistic type of person, seemingly. And I like the simplicity that he uses. I mean, I would have really lots of fun studying Donald Trump, I would guess. Because I never really tried. I just made a connection yet again. I think I made it in the past, but not in the series. Anyways, it's funny because Shane Dawson also exposed Jake Paul as housing 20 people or more. It's crazy. For free. Essentially, he takes care of them. Jake Paul is a fucking cheerleader, guys. A socialist. But no, he is very narcissistic in the way he does this. He cares about family. He's like, oh, if I lose everything, at least I have family. He's like really reliant on people. It's crazy. Really reliant on the social construct that we all rely on, to be honest. But hating on Jake Paul is like, it's a very interesting series, by the way. Now it's getting pretty interesting now that I made this connection as well. His personality is pretty cool. And it represents what Russia did as well. But again, what Russia did is now ancient history because capitalism fell apart. Now what we have as money is going to be authorized. And in China, you cannot buy or travel if you have a low social score. So there's something higher than social score, which should be karma. People's score to each other, right? That we all should just naturally want to score likes instead of dislikes. And talk to our haters and establish interactions. It would be really fun, right? If Facebook had a dislike button. I would be a big hater. I would love this shit. And I would love people hating me back. That's what it's all about. Is like, how do you turn a hater into a partner? How do you love your enemies? It's like, Jesus. He already told you that. But we never really figured it out ever since. Now that authority has taken like this shitty jobs of telling you what to do, literally, like, are you kidding me? All the authority does is just tell you what to do. I'm on ground zero and I cannot climb without getting authority. Climb the ladder of getting a better job, because anytime you get a better job, you're going to become an authority person. Either you're going to be calling people, random people, and telling, oh, hey, here's a business opportunity, just answer me simple questions. holy shit, please avoid these phone calls. It's just cancer, okay? Authorities everywhere. Everyone wants to be authority. Everyone thinks that they survive high school and college, and then bam, they get this amazing job, and they shouldn't get an amazing job. They just should start working early and climb their way up, but there are no ladders. Everyone is expected to find their jobs and create relationships. Everyone is expected to be responsible for rocket science, while the authority takes the easy stuff of, oh, I don't like you. I don't like the way you talk. Type of stuff. Oh, you don't look beautiful. You kind of smell. You said this bad word. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was very easy. You're taking a lot of authority for that. But the most difficult thing is that it works. Because it manipulates your emotions. This is why sociopathy is such a popular thing all of a sudden. And very quickly. Even though people don't know what they're talking about. But sociopathy is about manipulating people's emotions at a very basic level. Psychopathy is a more advanced way because psychopaths are personality types, while sociopaths or core personalities, while sociopaths are simply fighters. This is the tool that they choose to fight with. While psychopaths live with themselves the entire time this way. They live and breathe this shit. This authority stuff. This authority mindset. That I have to be nice to people. I have to make them dependent on me. So I would have control. Right? They thrive for control. They thrive for vampirism, basically. That's how vampires do this. They seduce you. They drain your blood. And you realize, oh, missing blood, I kind of needed that. Can you give me back? And then the authority's like, nah. Now I'm kind of leaving you. When the authority leaves, what they're expecting to do is to leave you clueless of what to do. Meaning that you will enslave yourself. You'll be like, well, I don't know what to do. This is why authority puts you in this rocket science. Figure out that rocket science. And we do that easy stuff. So you get confused, you get chaotic. And it's like, they're going to sell you college. Because college has a social system. And you're going to feel like after college you're going to get a job. Both problems are solved with one hit. In your pocket. For the rest of your life you're going to be crippled financially for going to college, okay? Whoops. But it's a solution. It's there. Anyone can do it. Anyone can take this thing that was ripped off from society in the first place. Another interesting thing that authority does is, as I've introduced in the beginning of the video, it's very easy to prescribe glasses when in fact your body is actually capable of repairing any damage, even your eyesight. Now I'm not sure how this works. I just know it works, okay? I read a book about it, and I don't read books. And I read it like a dozens of times. Okay, dozens is too much, maybe 5 times, but that's a lot. And to really kind of understand like this self-repairing system that you can actually train your eyes to gain your eyesight back, and it's not like a conspiracy theory or something. It's like you can actually do it, and nobody's talking about any of this shit. But even something like wisdom teeth that are taken out, but you also have to wear braces, when at the same time what wisdom teeth are doing to my other teeth are like putting them together, closer together, and nothing really falls apart. I don't need braces. I never needed them. I never wore them. Except for some reason, and I hate myself for this, I do need to clean my teeth. right? I do understand that the need for cleaning yourself, and I still don't understand how it should work, but I know that it's important. Okay, cleaning yourself is important, and it feels good, right, when you do it. So I don't know. I don't know a solution for that besides just do what you know. Do what you already know. Anyways, so you have braces being sold, glasses being sold, you have vaccines being sold, uh, mental health issues being sold by BetterHelp, and PewDiePie exposes that. I like PewDiePie for doing great things, and I know he's my number one target right now. Not necessarily an enemy or of any sort. I'm just trying to investigate whether he is in the right position. He's not stealing anyone's jobs or anything. But it doesn't seem like he's doing a bad job. It's just, I didn't like that joke in the end where he plugs his merch. Because intrinsically, merch doesn't have much value whatsoever. I don't understand what the fuck that means. Is it another way of authority evaluating you? But Jake Paul is doing it. So what how does that even, why would Jake Paul be notorious on plugging his merch? Well, he's notorious on scamming people in general. It's actually complicated. It is complicated. And relationships are rocket science. And you're left with to figure out what the fuck. But now that I jumped into this new segment, talking about teeth and your eyesight and everything else, you're being broken, and then authority comes back and it's like, oh, we can fix you. So you're broken almost for a price. Almost, we're gonna take your teeth out. Maybe it's free, maybe it's for a price. But then they fix you as well. And this is what pisses me off even the most. Right? And that's the most notorious scam that people should know about is creating danger, and then authority comes in to sort of rescue you, but everything was a scam. All of this was a scam. You have to figure out how to be independent in order to be resistant to the scam. In order to avoid something like BetterHelp, and this is going to come back, and again, the financial and sanity questions are rocket science. It's the most complicated things you can take in for yourself, and you're left with those things to deal with this. Like, there's always going to be a bunch of scams that are going to sell you the solutions. I'm not one of those scams, but I can try and help, right? I want, if you have money, I can help you with sanity. If you have sanity, I might help you with earning more money. I'm not exactly sure. I don't have authority. I'm a speculator, right? I don't claim authority. I will never claim authority because I do stupid things. Seemingly stupid, right? I don't do video essays trying to glamorize my content, fluff my content, right? So it feels good. It will never feel good because I'm just playing with ideas. That's all I'm doing. And I cannot edit my content because it's just so difficult to edit anything when I'm just improvising. And I'm doing it over and over again, trying to do better and better each time. In the end, as the economy collapses and you need to be more independent, there is a solution. I introduced gamifying work. Gamify your work. Make everything fun so everything will suck you in. You will be engaged in a lot of different activities. They will not feel like chores anymore. Very important in claiming your independence. To make everything fun, everything that you need to do, you have no problem doing it. Okay? And I might actually have to do a lot of work around this. In order to make better relationships, I need to give myself goals of some kind of establish some kind of system. But one solution that I will try and build as time moves on, maybe within a year or so, is some kind of mining system, some kind of system that rewards you for actual problem solving, like really difficult problem solving. And it's like, well, that's just a game. You create a game and it will reward you for problem solving. That's amazing. But games never really try to do that. Never really try to capture the moment of challenging the person over and over again, and really captivating you in all sorts of different challenges that you can take. That's what inspires me as a game developer, I would say. This is why I'm so powerful against authority. Not only I know how to be independent, I also know how to entertain myself. Right? I don't need them to entertain me and to tell me whether they like me or not, and to make me try harder to achieve something and sort of feel fun in that process. Like, this is stupid. People who are having fun reading books and getting better grades, I think these are retarded people, okay? Who are making video essays on YouTube. What a cancer that is. And having fun doing it, I don't know, that seems like a stupid thing, because I don't feel like I have a lot of friends to have fun with at the moment. So whatever the world is doing right now feels like just a social mishabit. Let's put it that way. Authority has destroyed our society, and it's a good thing because it's an experience. You have to take it as an experience. And it might take a dark turn very soon. It's supposed to be even worse until we do in fact destroy authority, but it's far from over. The fight is far from over, guys.